Hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day you are watching this. I am coming in to share with you the outcome of the work that I have been doing as part of Cocktails and Dreams and going through my grid and the understanding of how I want to support my woman of work and wealth and how she can support my woman of wellness and my woman of wonder and romance. And as part of that, I have realized that I wanted to refine some of the ways in which women can work with me. And I wanted to share those with you as the first people to hear the brand new ways in which you can work with me going forward in 2025. Now, first of all, I'm always going to have private coaching. I love private coaching. This is a space for men and women. Actually, I work with both men and women in my private coaching to come in and have a very, very private space to speak. My private coaching is a space where often people are going through a really painful time and they want to come in and have that private space to speak their truth, to open their hearts in a place where they don't feel that they're going to burden anybody, because sometimes that can happen when you're going through a different time. You don't want to burden anybody else, and you need someone who's completely objective and empathetic to respond. I've also loved private coaching, and I love supporting other women in private coaching when maybe there isn't anything painful going on, but you want to move. You want to grow, you want to go, and you do not want a distraction of being in a group. You want to make it all about you. And I've certainly felt the benefits of having that both in my private life for helping me work through some private issues in my relationships. I didn't want to know what everybody else was going through. I just wanted to make it all about me. And also the same in business. I wanted my blinkers on. I knew what I was doing. I knew which way I was going. And I just needed somebody to help and guide me and channel me and keep me motivated, to champion me and to support me. I know the power of private coaching. So private coaching in my world is incredibly bespoke. Every single package is tailored to the individual. And if that sounds like something that you would like to discuss with me, please do so. Please reach out. Just drop me an email. Find me, connect with me. You know all the ways. Come find me. There are two other ways I want to introduce right now based on the work that I've been doing as part of Cocktails and Dreams and the refinements. And the first one are the changes to the Love Club. The Love Club has been my mastermind, my intimate mastermind. But over the course of doing this work, it was revealed to me that it was going to change, that the Love Club needed to be more accessible to more women, to create this beautiful space where women could feel held. There's a beautiful rose photograph I use in a lot of my branding, and it really felt like that shared the energy of it's like the rose that's held, the roses that are held. It's women give so much. They are always supporting other people, their children, their partners, their communities, and their teams. And sometimes you need a space to come in and be held. And I have felt that in the groups that I have been part of. And I wanted to create that for the women in my world so that they could come in and ask me the same questions that I often ask. And also the questions that so many women come to me and ask, whether that be in a private channel or whether that be just through social media. They were like, how did you? And how did I? How do I? How did you move through heartbreak in your relationship? How do I do the same? How did you leave your big corporate career? And how do I without the guilt? How did you really work through your burnout? How did you work through a breakdown? How do I do that? How did you heal? How do I do that? How did you fall in love with your body? And how do I do that? And it's creating this space where women can come in and find those answers and have access to me and all of my learnings and all of my experience. So the Love Club is going to be this wonderful community where women can come in and feel held, but also be held while they find out those answers. And part of the Love Club is going to be an access all areas, an access, full access pass to every single training, every single course that I have ever done that really explains and answers those questions of how did I and how can you. It's going to give you access to every single one of those. Plus, it's going to give you access to every single course that I'm going to deliver this year. And I've got some exciting ones. One of my first ones that I'm going to be doing is a deep dive into human design and how your human design can help and support every single one of your women of wonder, your woman of wealth, and your woman of wellness. I cannot wait for that. It's coming in the spring. So it's going to give you that automatically inside the Love Club. Not only that, as part of being part of groups, I have also loved the opportunity, as I'm picking and mixing what I'm learning, is to be able to come in and ask questions to the person who has delivered those trainings. So I'm going to be opening up monthly hot seat coachings, monthly Q&As, whatever you want to call them, so that you can go in and you can pick and mix what you want to learn, answer your own questions by using all of those wonderful trainings, but then come in and have the opportunity to ask me, Ali, you said this, and I don't know how to apply that in my life. I'm struggling with this. Where should I go? I don't know which course to go to. So I'm going to be opening up those monthly live sessions. And plus, anybody who's coming into the Love Club is also going to be automatically included, if they wish, to Magic Manifesting Weeks. And I'm going to be running these quarterly. They have been so powerful throughout 2024 that I'm going to bring them as part of the Love Club. It's where you can learn to manifest. It's where you can learn to co-create. It's where you can be in the energy of other women who understand what they're doing when it comes to manifesting and being part of this wonderful energy of this is what I want, this is how I'm going to create it, and create your own way of magic manifesting. So this is going to be the Love Club going forward. From the 1st of February, the Love Club is going to be this wonderful community and this digital space that we're already in to come in and feel motivated and feel inspired, a place where you can come and hold yourself accountable to yourself. I think that's so powerful when you can come and say, I'm making these changes and I'm just going to keep posting photographs, or I'm declaring it. A really beautiful space. This is the Love Club. And in terms of the investment for the Love Club, as founding members, I'm going to offer you an incredibly special price. I haven't decided what it's actually going to be come February, but for January, this is the number that was really, really cool to me, was to say for 12 months, you can come into the Love Club and it's £222 for 12 months for every single thing that I've just said. Access all areas to all of those trainings, some of which have been sold for over thousands of pounds. You're going to have access to an incredible vault of information. You're going to have 12 opportunities to come in and get private hot seat coaching. You're going to get 4 magic manifesting weeks. And you're going to have the opportunity to be a part of a wonderful community here online that is open all hours. So that is the Love Club. So the question is, what happens then to the existing Love Club, which was my mastermind? And this is something I'm so excited, because the Love Club is getting a complete and utter up level, upgrade, rebrand into something so excited. I excite myself because I know that I'm going to be part of it. So while the Love Club for me is a space for women who just want to be held, to come in and gently learn, to gently change, to gently move through and be in this beautiful energy, how I see the mastermind, it's still going to be a very intimate space. It's going to be no more than 8 women in this mastermind, but it is going to be high energy. This is the space and the place for women who know what they're doing. They know they're destined for greatness. They know they've got big things to achieve over the course of the next 12 months, and they want to be in the energy of other women who are running. They're running towards their dreams. They are devoted to making the changes, not only to their women of wellness, their women of well-being, their women of wonder, their relationships. They're here to make it work. They're women of work, they're women of wealth, they're women of purpose. They are here to be devoted to give themselves that upgrade that they want over the course of the next 12 months. They know what they're doing, they know where they're going. But they also recognize that with big change can come big hurdles. And that's why you want to be in this group. It's being part of a wonderful group of women who will lift you when you're down. It's having the access to a mentor who has been through every single thing and that can help lift you and pick you up. When your saboteur comes in knocking, it's so you've got somebody in your pocket to help you shift and shape and move. It's where you can come in and celebrate and really, really celebrate to the max without feeling shame or burden. You want to be in the energy of other women who are on the path for destined for greatness. It's where you can come in and ask questions every single day and have a response, to clear, to reframe, to realign, to reattune, to know where you're going, the reminder of what you're here to do. So the devoted mastermind, don't you just love that name? I love that name. It was just like a flash of inspiration. The devoted mastermind. I've been devoted over the last year to making my dreams come true. And now I'm devoted to helping more women make their dreams come true, to help them on the path to achieving their destiny. So the devoted mastermind is an intimate mastermind of no more than 8 women. And it's a hybrid of everything that I've spoken of so far. It's a hybrid. You're going to have private mentorship, one-to-one sessions with me, 2 every single month. You can book them as many times as you want, or just have them in your pocket to use when you feel like you need them. Talking of pockets, you're going to have me in your pocket. I open up a channel, and we're going to be using Telegram, which is a really wonderful, powerful way with multiple channels where you can come in and you can ask your questions. You can ask them in the moment. You can celebrate in the moment. It's where we're going to set our intentions every single week. It's where we're going to do the reflections that we've been doing every single week, so that we can move, so that we can shift, so that we can shake, so that we can keep moving. It's like we're going to be shedding those skins. We're going to be changing our identities. We're going to be becoming the women that we want to be over the course of these 12 months. I'm going to be in your pocket every single day for you to come in and ask. It's where you can hear the stories of the other women going through what they're going through, so that you will learn through osmosis. You will be exposed to the challenges. You'll be exposed to the coaching that's going to help you move when these things happen to you too. It is a very, very powerful space. It is the hybrid of private coaching, of group mentorship, of group masterminding. A mastermind is a hive mind. It's where other women come together and you have this collective of where you're going. And you have access to absolutely everything that I've talked about in the Love Club. So you will also get the online community. You will get the Magic Manifesting Weeks. You will have the monthly quarterlies. You're going to have access to all of the trainings that I have and that are coming out over the course of 2025. So as founding members, once again, this offer is for you until the end of January. If you would like to be part of the Devoted Mastermind, then the founding members, and for those of you who are in Cocktails and Dreams, then it is going to be a 12-month commitment. It's £2,222 for those 12 months, or you can have a payment plan of £222 a month to be devoted to making the change, to being the woman that you've always been destined to be. So that is the Devoted Mastermind. When I launch it officially in February, clearly it's going to be on Valentine's Day because it's all about love and devotion. It will be £333 per month, or £3,333 for the full year. So this is an incredible opportunity for you to jump in. If you're feeling the calling, if this is what you want, come in. I'm going to drop in the links. Now, while the pages are being built, because they are not yet built, I will just be putting page links down here with this video. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is what is coming. As part of everything that I've just talked about, whether you join me in private mentorship, whether you join me in the Love Club, or whether you join me in the Devoted Mastermind, I want to talk to you about what was really revealed to me during this process of Cocktails and Dreams, was the answer to how did I and how do I? It was a very, very simple answer. And I want to share it with you so that you can hear how it spoke to me and how it shared with me. I'm going to share that in the next video. Lots of love. Over the course of the last month or so, I have been doing some deep introspection reflections, and things have happened in my life where it forced me to go inwards to really do some reflection on where I want to go next, what I want to do, and how I can serve more people, how I can fulfill my soul's mission, which is, on a post-it note on my mirror to remind me every single day that my soul's mission is joy, is to bring more joy, abundance, peace, love to myself, my world, my people, to as many people as I possibly can. And every day asking that question, how can I serve more? How can I be more in service? How can I be more in service to the people in my life now? And how can I be more in service to the people who are coming? And I was lying in bed one morning and just asking that question and just letting my soul speak. And certain things just started to land and to drop. And I started to feel this real, we call them bliss bubbles in my Love Club. I could feel this little bliss bubble just like welling up, and I knew something exciting was going to be revealed to me over the course of a period of time. And I happened to be in one of my private client sessions, and she just said, how did you do it? How did you move through what you went through? How did you get to where you are? And how do I do it? And this just really amplified solidified, made me feel even more certain in terms of what I'm here to do and how I'm here to share it. And I went right the way back to when I was in that really, really dark place. I had stepped away from a corporate career that I loved, that triggered a burnout, to breakdown of everything in my life. And really, that was the initiation of the breakdown of everything else. I then lost my mum. My marriage fell apart in really devastating and heartbreaking circumstances. And I remember in those dark days, lying on my bed, just really feeling into how I was going to feel better. How am I going to do it? I was asking myself the question, how am I going to be happy again? And as I lay in this quiet space, it was the beginnings of meditation, which I didn't know it really was. I just allow myself to breathe and to feel into the moment and just let my mind clear and not worry about the future or worry about the path. And I just trusted. And in that moment, I was taken through this beautiful process. And it was almost like I was being led by someone, myself, my spirit, my guide. I wasn't sure at the time, but it was this real direction, real calling. And in a program that I recorded that sold out so quickly in the summer of 2021, I recorded that meditation visualization that my guide, my spirit guide, took me through. And it was this compass, it was this circle. And it was called Illuminate It, because in that moment of my darkness, my soul illuminated, my spirit illuminated me, the path. It gave me the compass to show me the way of how I could move through this, to navigate out of this, to give me my soul mission ultimately. And that was to be happy. And I've used the same compass over and over again with myself. Every time I'm not sure which way to go, I've taken out this compass again. And I share it with my clients over and over again. When they ask me that question, how do I? How did you? I bring out the compass and I get them to draw this circle on their page with the axis, just like a normal handheld compass that you would use to direct yourself. And on the 4-axis, rather than seeing north, south, east, and west, or never eat shredded wheat, whatever you want to call it, my compass was head, heart, soul, self. Head, heart, soul, self. And in the middle was the lens of me seeing myself being happy. That's what I could see in the middle. And what I had to do was to align or bring into alignment and attune the energetic attunement of each of those components of myself. I had to bring my whole psyche into being with what it was that I desired, what I could see, the being happy in the middle. It was bringing my head into play, knowing that my head could do that, letting my emotions, regulating my emotions, bringing my soul to the table, letting her lead, the spirit guidance, and then allowing myself, my human body, to actually take the action to achieve this. Head, heart, soul, self. And that's how I healed my life. And when I think about the heal compass and how I healed, my first business was called Holy Self Happy. It was all of those components again, what I was helping people do: head, heart, soul, self. When I was helping them heal, it was about helping them with their head, helping them reframe, reflect on what was happening, gathering the wisdom. It was helping them emotionally regulate everything and move through all of the pain. And one of the biggest things that I learned in that period of my time was to allow myself to feel. It was never about fixing my broken heart. It was about healing my broken heart. And the only way to heal it was to feel it. And that's about feeling our human emotions. So that was the emotional side. The soul piece at that point was the actualization of my soul. It was the recognition of I had just lost everything that I thought that made me me. My job, my marriage, my home, my community, my body, my lineage. I'd literally lost everything. There was only just me, my soul and my body. And it was the actualization of my soul to be myself, to reconnect with my soul and know who I actually was. People talk about authenticity. It was just like, who am I actually? And in that, when I lost everything, I was able to redefine, rediscover, whatever word you want to do, was to actually understand who I was, my soul, in this lifetime. And the self piece in that period of time, it was about really allowing myself to love my human self. I learned the art of self-love, to honor my body and what it was going through and really looking after it, heal, head, heart, soul, and self. And what I recognized over the course of my life, after Heal Yourself Happy and helping myself heal myself and helping others heal through using exactly the same process, what I recognized was that I was going round in circles. I felt like I was going round in circles. But actually, what I look back and see was actually it was a cycle of evolution. I was going round the same cycle. And people often say to me, but Ali, I'm going round and round in circles and it's so frustrating. And I'm like, but every time you go round the cycle, you're getting better. You're getting better at noticing your emotions. You're getting better at reframing. You're getting better at understanding yourself. You're going quicker. It's like when I watch my boys go round the laps at the the go-karts, they start off and they're quite tenuous and they're not going very fast. But every time they do it again, they're like, oh my gosh, they've come around quicker and quicker and quicker. And it was like, that's what happens. We go around the compass and we get quicker at it every time. Head, heart, soul, self, head, heart, soul, self, head, heart, soul, self. And I'm aligning to exactly what it was. And I got myself to being happy. And I've helped so many other people be happy with the alignment of that head, heart, soul, self. And really then what I recognized was that not only was I going round, but I was also going up. Because then I started to use the same principle of the head, heart, and the soul self in so many other areas of my life. And at that point, I was taking my business to another level. I'd loved doing my coaching, but now I was helping other people in business. How had you done what you've done? How did you create a business online? How did you do it? And how can I? Head, heart, soul, self. And this time the acronym, rather than heal, was to grow. I love acronyms. And I recognized it was like the head piece was get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Your head can take you out or it can get you in. I often say your mind can either fuck you up or it can fire you the fuck up. Excuse my French. But it was about getting your head in the game. When you want to grow in your business, the G is get your head in the game. The R was a word I found from my mentor, and I adore her. She taught me the art of retriculation, this giving and the receiving. I got it from a book also by The Go Giver. And it talks about when we're in business, we often give, we serve, we want to serve, we give, we give, we give. But actually, part of giving is the receiving. And in this wonderful book, The Go Giver, it says, get hungry to receive. And I used to feel so much shame about receiving. But actually, that's such a beautiful part of the energy work that we do, the giving and the receiving. And in growth, it's the retriculation of your business. The O was really about owning myself, owning my soul's path, owning my passion. It was about saying, I love this. I love talking about healing. I love talking about health. I love talking about emotions. I love talking about business. I love talking about love and relationships. I love social media. I love this. I love coaching. I love mentoring. And it was bringing about all that passion and all of my path and owning that path. And I want to do it in this way. That was part of business for the soul, head, heart, soul, self. And the self piece, the W for the GROW acronym was just watch out for your human. Because in business, our human fears can get in the way of stopping what our soul is here and destined to do. Watch out for that human. But not only that, is about bringing that health piece back in as well. Because fundamentally, when you're in business, whether it's for yourself or somebody else, your health is foundational to how well you grow in your business, how well you grow in your career. I love that. So that was the time of the Limitless CEO. And then I brought it back up again. And I was just thinking, well, how else have I used this? Head, heart, soul, self. And the next one was thinking about, when I left my corporate job, when I decided I was complete with the Limitless CEO, when I felt like there's been difficulties in my marriage, how have I got back up again? And how have I risen? And there I was again, head, heart, soul, self. RISE was the next acronym. It was like, how do I get back up again? Not only how do I get back up, but how have I kept on rising? How have I kept on elevating? RISE. The R is all about the reflection. We reflect from where we are in order to understand where we're going. What helped me there? What was good? What wasn't so good? How can I use that? How can I use my brilliant brain to really reflect, to rewire, to really understand what it is that I've done and how I want to take it to the next level? It's all about the brain rewiring. I can't say that, that's really hard, brain rewiring. The I was all about that ignition of passion. We're talking about the heart here. Passion. Be a passionate leader, igniting that passion, because that is the only way that you're going to power yourself up to get up. You've got to ignite the passion to power yourself up. It's all about the energy in this one, the energy that comes from your heart. And that's the passion that gives you the power to move yourself, to get back up again, to rise to the next level, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. The S in this is all about your soul's journey. To rise from where you are, no matter where you are, whether you're at rock bottom or whether you're just muddling along quite happily now, but I'm ready for the next level, is about understanding your soul's journey, your soul's purpose. What were you here for? A wonderful client session yesterday, by using this absolute practice, head, heart, soul, self, she came up with her soul's mission. And that was to live with this open heart and vulnerability. My soul's mission, she said, that's what my soul is here to learn. In life school, she said, I'm here to learn about open heart living, to being vulnerable. And I'm being given lesson after lesson after lesson on how to be vulnerable and to expose. This is about understanding how you can let your spirit guide you, just like mine did. When I opened up my mind and I lay there and I was open to the possibility of the spirit guides, the soul guides, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. But it was about really tapping into myself to understand what I was here to do. The S, the soul's journey, will help you rise. It will give you the path. And the E in rise, this is the energy. You need energy to rise. You've got the passion in the ignition of the passion, but you've got to be able to keep going. You've got to give yourself that momentum. And to me, that energy comes from 3 E's. This is the self piece in the compass, head, heart, soul, self. It's all about looking after your human again. You've got to be able to give it the human strength to do that. And we go back to the bare bones of everything that I learned in my health qualifications. It's eating and nourishing your body. Eat well, eat for fuel, eat for your brain, eat for your gut. It's about exercise discernment, exercise in a way that you love, exercise in a way that feels good for you in this era of your life, exercise today in a way that feels good for you today, exercise you and your way. And then easy does it. We're living in a generation, I feel, that makes you feel like lazy or not doing anything or resting or relaxing is lazy. And I think that's so harsh on us because we're not lazy. And we have to reframe the fact that when we're not doing anything, we're actually doing something really, really vitally important. We're taking ease. We're allowing our body to ease. We're on the go all the time. In the year of my delusional dreams, when I was deep in connection with myself and I was like, what's the theme for this year? And it's like, delusional dreams are going to come true for you this year. I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. How? And immediately the words came up: soften, surrender, strengthen. Softening is the ease, is when we pull back from the striving. When we're striving to rise, sometimes the best thing we can do is just soften and pull back. We have to allow ourselves to ease. Easy does it. Stop fighting, stop forcing, just allow it. So all of these acronyms just kept coming at me with every single thing and every single part of answering the question, how do I, or how did I? It was every single time, head, heart, soul, self. This beautiful compass, this compass that has given me a path to peace. It's given me a path to prosperity, where prosperity to me is living a life of abundance, of riches, of joy, of generosity, of peace, of love, of travel, of everything and more. And I'm so grateful that this has been illuminated for me. And so when I was thinking about all of this, how do I want to bring this all together? How do I bring this into a collective? It was about saying, I have so much amazing content already out there that talks about every single cycle, every single evolution, and I want to bring that to help and to serve. So over the course of 2025, I'm going to be remastering some of my original programs that helped so many people heal. I'm going to be bringing in some of the programs and remastering, re-recording some of the programs and the ideas I've had with the compass when it comes to businesses and careers and doing that. I'm going to be bringing in so much about rising again. I'm so excited for this. So over the course of the 12 months, I'm going to be bringing in new modules every single month that people can access to understand how to use this beautiful compass of head, heart, soul, self. And it's going to be a master course at the end of 2025. But over the course of 2025, it became very, very clear to me that my soul said this needs to be accessible to so many people. So I'm going to be giving it to anyone who would love to come on for that journey. And it's going to be called the Love Club. I'm going to be sharing the Rose Compass. It has to be the Rose. How do you rise? My whole story is the Rose. It is the Rose Compass. But you'll get access to it in the Love Club. And the Love Club is where you're going to have these drops all the time of everything that's been remastered, everything that is new all the time, every single month. Plus I'm going to come in and open up some hot seat coaching. It's something that I have loved working with my coach, is hot seat coaching, having this opportunity to come in. I love self-learning. So the Love Club is for people who love the self-learning, who love to be self-led, who love to cherry pick, to pick and mix what they want to learn, but then come in and have the opportunity to ask the questions, whether that be in a digital forum or whether that be to come in and speak to me. How about this? What did you mean when you said this? How can I apply that? I'm just struggling with this. That's what we're going to be doing in the Love Club. And if that sounds like you, come and find me. The other way that you can access the whole master course and the Rose Compass and all of the trainings and the remastering and the groups is also in a mastermind. I've been running a mastermind now for a couple of years, which was called the Love Club. So if you're getting confused, I'm sorry for any confusion, but this is now up leveling. This is upgrading. The results that I have seen happen in the Love Club for the women who really embrace this way of hybrid learning, the hybrid learning of self-study, the hybrid learning of coming together as a group of women to talk, to discuss, to talk about what's going on in their lives, and with a sprinkle on the top of private mentorship. The results that I have seen over the course of my running this mastermind in this way has been beyond belief. In fact, some might say it's been magical. Some might say it's even delusional. But the Love Club is getting an upgrade and it's going to become the devoted masterclass, a devoted mastermind. And this is going to be that full hybrid, online learning, group daily mentorship, and private coaching. And once again, that's all going to be launching through 2025. If you've got any questions, come and find me. Come and ask me about more. I can't wait. The Rose Compass is the answer to how do I? How did you? Can you tell me how? I'm so excited to share it with you.